letter from the Gantry.
As always, thanks, Neil, for that rousing introduction. My FA Cup fourth round commentary game was full of incident and excitement. Birmingham City versus Newcastle United. The contest was set up by a goal after just 40 seconds for the Blues from right-back Ethan Laird. And later in the first half, I had to find the right words for an absolute stunner from the Japanese midfield player Tomoki Iwata, which made it 2-2. Truly one of the best strikes of its kind I have ever seen. Newcastle had levelled at 1-1 with a was-it-over-the-line equaliser awarded to Joe Willock. With no goal line technology present, it was given on an assistant referee's flag. Soon afterwards, they went 2-1 up, a first Callum Wilson goal of the season, finally, after so many injury setbacks. And it only came about when his teammate, Will Osula, astonishingly miskicked the ball off the line with no opponent near him, rather than over the line to score himself. Surely one of the strangest ever assists. The only goal in the second half, and the decider, was a second for Willock. Eddie Howe made 9 changes from his Carabao Cup semi-final success in midweek, but unlike Liverpool at Plymouth, his backups were more experienced. Where there is a Will, Osula had 2 assists, a Wilson and a Willock. There was a way into the 5th round. It brought back memories of my very first commentary at St Andrews, coincidentally also in the 4th round of the FA Cup back in 1977. It was my debut campaign for Yorkshire television, and our cameras followed Leeds United into the second city. Like this season, the tie produced an away win, though unlike now, both clubs were in the top division. Leeds won 2-1, but it was the Birmingham goal that has stuck in my mind. Wheeling off in celebration was Birmingham's superstar in the making, Trevor Francis, who'd announced himself by scoring 4 goals in a league game when he was only 16. He would win the first of his 52 England caps just a month after the Leeds Cup tie. But before I could launch myself into praising his talents, I spotted that at the opposite corner of the penalty area, there were similar celebrations of joy from another Birmingham player, Kenny Burns. Burns was already a Scotland international and mixed a very successful career as a tough defender with spells when he played up front, and this was one such game. The limited angle of the replays didn't provide a definitive answer. Both players seemed to make simultaneous contact with the ball. I think I sat on the fence as I sat on the St Andrews Gantry. Though I was pretty new to the job, I had a good knowledge of the 2 claimants of the goal. Trevor was a tremendous competitor, but disguised that edge in an understated, almost gentle personality. Burns was tough as teak and would be the louder voice in any post-match dressing room discussion about whose goal it was. Looking it up now in the record books, I was not surprised to learn that the goal has gone down to the Scot. Burns moved on to Nottingham Forest at the end of that season. Francis would follow for a record fee. Both won the European Cup. There were no signs of any hard feelings. Trevor sadly is no longer around to update the issue, but in the ground for the Newcastle game, the cameras spotted one of his very best friends, the comedian Jasper Carrott, a true Birmingham Blue. Not present on Super Bowl weekend was the club's celebrity investor, Tom Brady. My co-commentator was Clive Allen, a prolific goalscorer in his time, of course, but also a former kicker for the London Monarchs. Clive knows his NFL and was aware that the legendary quarterback was scheduled for commentary duty a day later. Now, our coverage from St Andrews went to the USA, so we wondered on air whether he was watching, and broadcaster to broadcaster, we did wish him well. Birmingham are playing in the 3rd tier of English football for only a 5th season in their entire history. But the ambition of the club's new owner, Tom Wagner, has created a real positivity around the club. He has plans for a new 60,000 capacity stadium and is working with the council to regenerate a part of Birmingham which badly needs investment. As far as the football club is concerned, he's already been true to his word. Though he's employed 5 managers in his short tenure, he has backed the current incumbent, Chris Davis. Striker Jay Stansfield was bought from Fulham for a reported £15 million, almost 4 times the previous highest fee paid by a 3rd-tier club. Birmingham are out of the FA Cup, but they're 1 game away from Wembley in the EFL Trophy and in very good shape for their main priority, that push for promotion. With their new faces, I think they're going places.